Welcome in, folks. We're joined by our good friend Andrew over at Center Crest today to talk about the new facility that I've seen some pictures and looks absolutely fantastic. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Jordan. I'm looking forward to talking to you and working our way through what's happening here at Center Care.
So, Andrew, I got to say, last time we spoke, I got to see some construction, but now we're starting to see the finished product here. It looks real nice. What are you most excited about with this new facility?
Yeah, I think it's most excited to see the residents' reactions as they get to move into the facility here at the beginning of March. We're really closing in on our timeline of moving residents. So the buzz at the current facility is very high for the residents of talking about, their new room, the new spaces, the different design of the facility. So I think I'm most anxious to see what they really think of it once we get here and get them in that space. So really looking forward to that. I also think, the advanced technology in this facility has really got the staff excited to be able to see some of the new systems that we have in place and to be able to work with them.
Now, I know that the key all the time is to make sure that you have the best of the best for your residents, but I think especially now, it's really critical to make sure you're doing everything you can. Is that kind of what's been raising the excitement of getting into this new building? You have all of these new amenities, all of these new spaces for folks to live and function in?
Yeah, I think, a lot of it is the private room factor. We're going to have about 66 private rooms where we currently have 4 private rooms. The larger semi-private rooms, we're going to go from 4 people sharing a restroom to 2 people sharing a restroom in them semi-private rooms. So really just gaining a lot of space for the residents. Every floor has a dining room where right now we only have 2 large dining rooms. And with, COVID and things like that, those dining rooms have been hard to kind of use because of trying to control the spread of COVID-19 and really social distancing, where when we move here, we'll be able to have smaller group dining and social distance properly and kind of get back to a normal way of life for residents.
I saw the picture of the bistro and where that's going to be. That looks pretty cool. I feel like we always end up talking about it when we're here because I think that's kind of one of the coolest aspects of it all.
Yeah, well, hopefully once we get past COVID and get allow visitors back in the facility, we'll have you guys over to try some food, and you can do that on your food tour. You guys can swing into Center Care and check out our bistro with things like soup of the day, our sandwich of the day, having that point of service right there for residents to be able to take their order like a dining room, like a more of a restaurant style versus currently having a tray line come out and carts come down the hallway. Really trying to get that service back to the residents and letting them have opportunities. So. Yeah, it's exciting. That bistro is very exciting.
So for folks in the area who, maybe are getting to the point where maybe they need to go into a facility or they have family members that might be considering a facility, what do you want them to know about this new facility you guys have here and why it's such a great choice for them?
Yeah, so Center Care and Center Crest have been around for a long time, 80 plus years. They've been in the area and in the organization. I think the new facility brings a new level of experience for them with things like the therapy gym being a large and new therapy gym with new equipment. We have the large multi-purpose room, the large chapel, those larger rooms. We have a meditation room, spas on the units, dining rooms on the units. All of those amenities are, top notch. But on top of that, then the staff that are here, are caring and loving. They make your loved ones become a family member. The dedication to the staff over the last year has been huge at the facility and the work they put in. This past week, we were preparing for our Department of Health occupancy survey, and staff have been working around the clock to make sure everything's ready for that so that we can keep with our timeline of being able to move in early March. So, I think that's what I'd want family members in the community to know that, yes, there's a lot of nice amenities with the new facility, and that's great, and those things are powerful, but the staff that are here also support the organization 100%, and that's what makes a difference.
I think what's key to note every time we talk, Andrew, is the fact that you have a long history in care facility work and working with folks here. So when you look at these new amenities and you try to get the best for these residents, at what point does it kind of come personal to you since you've been working so long in this industry and you kind of know what works and what can make things better?
Yeah, so I think, that's one of the great things that Center Care's board's been able to do is have me on the ground, helping make choices. So it's not people that aren't involved in the organization making choices. The board's very involved themselves, helping make choices as well. But they've asked the staff questions. We've had multiple staff meetings saying, hey, is this going to work or no, this isn't going to work. So I think that's where it becomes personal for me is making sure the things that we're doing are the things that work for the staff and for the residents. You know, we want to get what's best for the residents, but we also want to make sure it's practical for the staff to be able to use it. You know, I think two things that stand out in my head is, you know, there was a resident at one point in time of mine, one of my favorite residents, always said that she needed a warm towel at the end of the day, you know, to kind of put her to sleep. She had a nice warm towel at home, or a nice warm towel when she got out of the bath, and that would be her thing. So we have towel warmers in all of our spas here. So we'll be able to give residents nice warm towels when they're done showering. You know, a little bit of heat always makes somebody feel better. If someone's down the hallway not feeling well, sometimes a little bit of a heated towel makes them feel a little better. So those small little things, you know, being able to cook on the units. So we have what they're called Uno ovens. So they're basically an oven with a hood built into them that will be able to cook cookies out in the floors. So the residents will be able to smell those flavors and smell those, you know, scents the whole way down the hallway. So they're sitting in the room waiting for dinner. They can smell the chocolate chip cookies. Reminds them of home. You know, who doesn't like a good chocolate chip cookie at the end of the day? So I think those are the kind of things that really, you know, empower me to kind of want to make sure we have what's best for the residents and the staff here. And those are the things that I really wanted to have input into.
Andrew, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. And folks want more information, where can they find it?
Yeah, so they can go out to centercare.org, or they can also go to centercrest.com. Both websites will get you information for the new facility. Again, we are looking to open at the beginning of March over here, moving residents, and then we'll be taking referrals to here as well. We're currently accepting people for a waiting list as well. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We look forward to hearing from you.
Andrew, thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Jordan, and it's always a pleasure talking to you, and we'll get you out here to that bistro soon enough.
Sounds good. Sounds good, buddy. Folks, we have much more still to come. Stay with us.
Studio A1.